So, what is step number two? Step number two is when we have when we have identified that core group. Now we are going into the challenges faced in the group. So, taking my example for this channel, uh, my group is the artistic group or the creatives tribe, as I'm calling them. So, for the creative individual who is a sensitive, a little bit introvert, and who is also having that high empathy, the typical problems when I look into it, one is sometimes that fear of going out and expressing their creative talents. That usually comes with the introversion, wherein they feel I have created art for art's sake, but then when they think about publishing it, taking it to their world, they get overwhelmed by the complexity of what is there in I would say in the world and the market. They get overwhelmed by the loudness of many other businesses trying to call out for attention, etc. They love more peaceful approach to it. So one challenge is the going back to into their shell. So how do we address that problem is point number one. Point number two is many of the people who have that creative instinct, artistic ability within them, uh, might not have learned the structure and logic which is required to set it up as a business. And one of the fantastic way a creative person can experience a lot of bliss is when he's not really working for a certain organization, but he has the ability to be sufficiently uh, free, financially free, with his own freelance income or an agency setup that he has created. So that requires business knowledge. So the second problem is lack of business knowledge, or lack of uh, the knowledge to set up something that can be called as a business entity, and he's free to do what he wants to do, he or she wants to um, take to the world and live and have a livelihood doing what they simply love to do, what they simply love to immerse and spend hours without being disturbed. So that's the problem number two, and there are many other. So over a period of time we will go deeper and deeper and get specific into the problems and solve that. But when you do this exercise, important again for your community, come up with a list of problems. Don't do it only one time like a quick activity. Um, do it in two rounds. One, definitely by brainstorming, okay, these are the 5 or 10 or even up to 20, 25 problems. Then really go through, scan, and pick out the most pressing problems, right? Also spend a little bit of time what it actually feels for that person when he's going through these problems. So that's the step number two.